Very excited to bring you guys this completely free tool here that is going to help you out. Respec your players if you want to respec your player. It's going to help save you a ton of VC if you are creating new players and you're not sure which player to use. On top of that, if you're not so good when it comes to math or quick calculations, this tool is going to help you dial in those numbers. And it's all here for you guys free today. The link will be down in the description below to get to this site, and I'm going to cover it here and show you exactly how to use this. This is a big thanks. Now, I did not make this. All I did was give a little bit of feedback on how to make it better. Shadow Tactics, part of the community, he created this completely. He deserves all the credit, and I want to promote this simply because this is a tool that's going to help out so many people out there. So please share this around with all of your friends. Let other people know about this site, and it's going to help you out massively. Let's dive on in and show you exactly what we got. So this website is called PGA2KLab.com. And what this does is it allows you to do a builder. It's a two different type thing. So it's an archetype builder here where you can choose all of the archetypes. It has the base levels, and you can essentially build anything you want for free, play around with any of the attributes before you end up actually respecking your player and messing it all up in the actual costing you 500 VC per time. There's also a wind tool attribute here. So you can choose the wind, the direction, the speed, exactly how far you are from the flag, and it will give you the exact number that you need. So pin high 229 yards, it tells you 16 yards of crosswind, and it'll give you the exact number. So we're going to cover all of this today here and exactly how to use this. But like I said, Shadow Tactics created all of this. He deserves all of the credit. And this is something that somebody put in here for free for you guys to help everybody out. So you need to help promote it as much as possible, simply because it's a great tool that there's so many people out there who want to use this. So let's first start on here in exactly the archetype builder. So this is going to be very important. I've already used this for how I'm respecking my magician build. If you want to see that video, will be out tomorrow for my season 2 build. Also, we will be live 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time doing TGC rounds, trying to climb up the ranks. So make sure you tune in for that. So first off, let's start off with magician, right? So if you ever mess up and you just wanted to start over, there's a reset button for you here, and you can reset all the attributes back to the starting levels. You can also reset all archetypes if you really want to, but you can pretty much stick with one at a time as we go. Just remember, this is still in development, so there's going to be a lot of additions, corrections. Feel free. There's no real reason to criticize this because somebody did this for free and it is here. It is really good. And so you can do two different things, right? So you can either go custom, which is like I can add 14 here and then add the next 11 there. That's going to be your max 25 for this category. One of the modes that I actually really love about this is I love the lock mode. So if you lock the mode, you only have 25 to do it. And what you do is you just do an automatic slider. So if you move 15 this way, it will automatically move the rest of them there. So you can see if I wanted to apply an 82 power for my magician, I'm only going to be able to get to a 75. So lock mode, really cool mode in which you can do this. With season 2, we already know +5s, +6s are coming our way. So the max amount of fittings that you're going to be able to put is +30. Just remember, you can't go over 99. So if you try to put in 30 here, it's going to max you out at 17 because you can't go over 99. But if you have a category in which we'll say you can put in 30, go over here, you put in the 30. Now you can see you're equating for the fittings in which you would put the situation in here. So really cool. You can split it all up. We'll say 15 and 15. We'll go down to a different category here where I know there's going to be, 15 here, 15 here. So I got 15 in each, and then I can mess around. All right. Obviously, that's not divided by 2, so 18 there. You do have to just tweak this a little bit when it comes to the fittings. This is manual entry here. But say I do 3 fittings for path, and then I'll do 2 fittings for correction once I hit the max level, the amethyst level there. And then you'll be able to just mess around here, and you'll be able to create your entire build exactly how you want it. And then you can see the final results there. Each category has its own fitting section that you can put in up to 30, obviously. Feel free to mess around exactly how you want it. So that's pretty much the archetype builder you can do. You can go over to the next one here, and you just have to hit reset, or you can move it around. Just remember, if you're going to the next build, it will keep your fittings in there, just as if you did it. So if you are saying, let's go make a sculptor, make sure to just reset your fittings here, so that way you can completely reset your fittings there. And then you can twist and turn exactly how you want and build this all out and see, all right, I know that I want shaping to at least a 75. How can I make the 75 here? Oh, I can get a recovery at 84. So I'm not going to, it's go in, play around with the builder, see what you like. I use this to create most of my builds here. I've had early access to it thanks to a lot of the stuff that I've been trying to give feedback for. And he thinks it's in a really good spot. And I'm really happy that somebody in the community is making something so great like this to help everybody out. Now let's talk about the wind tool. The wind tool is going to be a little bit more complex, but you can change a lot of situations here. Now, when it comes down to metric, imperial, that's obviously meters, yards. Now, there's a couple of different modes. There's the slide mode, which is if you want to use the slider for quick action. If you want to type in your numbers here, you can type in your numbers. I'm going to use yards because I am in the US. So let me give you a little test run here, right? So a little test run here. We're going to show, say, a flag. I like using the slider mode. Say we're going to put a flag at 150 yards. We're going to say we're hitting into a direct 10-mile-an-hour wind, and we're going to say that the elevation is 9 feet up. So this 150-yard flag that we would be hitting into, per what we're looking at on a screen, is actually 168 yards. So that is exactly the number that you would hit. You would move your meter, you would try to hit a 168-yard club, and based off of the calculations, all of this is based off of the calculations that I've done in my wind testing video. You can see here on the bottom, this is exactly the wind testing numbers that I've come to find and test. And obviously, one of the best parts about this is he made it where whether you agree with me or don't agree with me, you can input these numbers as much as you want. So if you don't think a headwind is 1.5 on a full shot, you can adjust these numbers to whatever calculations that you like to play it as. So you can come on in here and be like, all right, real quick, I got a 170-yard shot. The wind is slightly in my face, but it's kind of off to the side. It's blowing at 18 miles an hour, and it says I'm down 31 yards. So this is going to tell you right here, the pin, 250 yards is a long shot. We'll say 165. So the pin is 168 yards, and then I have to play for a 13-yard crosswind. So, and then it breaks down the exact wind based off of elevation category. So we're hitting a 168-yard shot, and we need to play for some crosswind here because how I have it situated where, a crosswind is not like a partial crosswind is not a full wind. So that is exactly how this works. And you can mess around whatever way the wind's blowing on each individual shot, slide it around, use this tool to help you out. And then you can just always hit reset at the top in between shots, and then you can quickly do it every single time. Obviously, some people want to play quick, so this might not work for them, but this is for everybody. This is for everybody to use. This is for people out there who just can't figure out these calculations because there's a lot of things going on. So just because you can do calculations without a system like this, don't hate on the people who can't. Show love to everybody, just like we're trying to show love to somebody who spent their hard free time building something like this. You can see down at the bottom, I would recommend go over to Shadow Tactics YouTube, subscribe to his channel. He deserves it as well, as he's putting a lot of effort into this. So I highly recommend. We'll give kudos to Shadow Tactics. He's done an excellent job with these tools. Use this to save yourself VC. Use this to get quick calculations for yourself if you struggle when it comes to math calculations in this game. And we're here to help you out. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Tomorrow, my build for Season 2 is dropping, as well as we are live Season 2 TGC Tours, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Come on in. Let me know what you guys think. See you guys in another. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.